Good morning, everybody. How you doing today? My name's Andrew.
I'm Daniel.
I'm Pop-Pop.
I'm Callie.
I'm Lauren.
And we're some of the Veggie Boys.
And girls.
And we'd like to thank you for stopping by. If you're new here, please consider subscribing because we can grow a lot of stuff on the farm, but one thing we can't grow is this channel without your help. Welcome back, everyone. It's so nice to have you with us. We got finished off with morning chores and we've now made our way out to the field and we're gonna get started harvesting. Yesterday, leading up into today, we received 0.8 of an inch of rain, which has really helped things out. It has been very, very dry here on the farm, and that extra moisture that's been added to the soil, oh, it's just such a benefit. But we have got an action-packed day, so it's time to get started harvesting. Some of you may notice that the plants are not looking as healthy as they used to. And don't worry, you're not the only ones that have noticed. We've noticed that as well. And when it comes to the harvest, we're still finding plenty of pickling cucumbers, but it's not what it used to be. Now that is to be expected. We've been harvesting off these plants for a considerable amount of time. And one thing you will know as you continuously harvest off, you'll have certain periods where your plants will put on more produce and considerable periods where they'll put on less. Now these particular plants, we've been harvesting off for 6 weeks, about a month and a half, and that's pretty good, especially when it comes to a vegetable crop like pickling cucumbers. We've been picking every 2 or 3 days for that long, and we've gotten a considerable harvest off of every single plant, something that we're very, very proud of. Now, the only thing we have to keep in mind is that this doesn't last forever. These plants, they do get old, they stop producing as much, and then ultimately we can't pick off them anymore. But with all that considered, I think the amount of harvest that we've got off these plants has been amazing. And even though the plants are starting to slow down, they're starting to die off, I'm proud of what we've got. One thing that I can definitely assure you of is that there's a lot of pollination taking place this morning. We've got bees flying around all over the place. A big question I've been asked multiple times is why we don't raise bees here on the farm or have hives for bees. And a big reason is that I'm too busy as of right now. And if I were to take care of something else, I'd want to be able to do it properly. And I just don't have the brain capacity to learn another thing to that extreme. Like raising bees, it's a big job, it's serious. Now, yeah, it would be cool to have the bees, you know, we think about the honey we could sell on the farm market, and then the extra pollinators. But the extra work that goes into it, I know I wouldn't be able to do it justice. Another question I've been asked is, do we let people have bees here on the farm? You know, bring their own hives and set up. And no, that's another thing that it's just something we've never really thought about, and I don't think we're open to it. There's just too many variables that go into something like that, letting more and more people onto the property. One thing I will say, this section of farm that we're at right now, very close to it, there are hives. Our neighbor actually raises bees, and he produces a decent amount of honey. Now the thing is, all the bees, they basically tend to all these fields right here. So even though we're not raising bees ourselves, there is plenty of pollinators. We think about all the wild pollinators to begin with, the wild bees, the other animals, and then the honeybees that are very, very close to here. Maybe one day in the future, if we're looking to expand into another avenue of farming, that's something we could look at. I know as my kids get older, maybe that'll be something that Callie's interested, maybe Ronnie or Lily would want to undertake that. You know, that's their own little job, taking care of bees. But as of right now, I think it's really, really cool. Oop, there goes a pickle flying. But I just don't think I would be able to do it properly to the point where I'm just not wasting bees, and I wouldn't want to be doing that. So I like doing the research though. I've been looking into it just for fun, but I don't think it's going to happen anytime soon. Like I said, maybe that'll be something that we could, a project we could do with the kids one day, and then maybe when they're older, if Ronnie, Lily, or Callie want to undertake that, they're welcome to. But right now, I'm just going to focus on the other crazy amount of jobs that we've got going on. When I read the comments, I see a lot of people recommending different things to us as to try here on the farm. So what's your recommendation? Let me know down in the comments. If you think bees would be a good idea, let me know. But if you want us to raise something else, or you think we should look into something, put it down in the comments and I'll have a look at it.
It's that time of year where they start slowing down.
We just got to the end of the field and we were able to get 16 and a half full baskets. Even though these pickling cucumber plants are getting to the end of their life, they're still producing a great crop. Before we continue on with the rest of the video, I have to talk about today's sponsor, Brunt. One of the things I have to say about these boots is they are so comfortable. I have enjoyed working them and I've had quite a bit of opportunity to wear them. And footwear is something that is and always has been very, very important to us. As you guys can imagine, on the farm we do quite a bit of walking. Our work is a little bit different than others. We're walking through the fields, we're out there harvesting our veggies. One of the biggest things I was impressed by is these things are so comfortable right out of the box, and that's kind of what they're designed to do. These things are comfortably cushioned, and I've been wearing them all day, every day, and I have had no troubles with my feet. These Brunt boots that I've been wearing are waterproof, slip, oil, and heat resistance, which is a whole bunch of stuff that you run into on the farm. These boots that I'm wearing, they're designed for people that work hard and definitely put miles on their feet. As I just mentioned, I just started using them. They've been holding up really well. My cousins use these boots and they look just as good as when they first got them. Now what's really cool is Brunt is not only working with me, they're working with you. And if you're interested in picking up a pair of their boots or anything else that they have, they're offering $10 off your first order. All you have to do is visit the link on screen or visit the link in the description and you can be all set and ready to go. Now, like I said, they're working with me, so you got to use my code, you got to use my link, and then you'll be all set to have those deals. So one last thing I just have to say, thank you to Brunt for sponsoring today's video and keeping me going out in these fields. Now that we're all finished off with the pickling cucumbers though, we need to move on to something else, and the next thing on the list is hot cherry peppers. And to be honest, I don't think it's going to be too difficult to find them today. These plants are loaded. Bell peppers sold at home to somebody. Like, I hope you can actually see the cherry peppers that I'm picking. These plants, they're so beautiful. They're hiding a lot of the peppers, which is a good thing. It protects the peppers from sun scald, but it definitely is making it more difficult to show you guys what's going on and how loaded the plants truly are. Look at these hanging here. Oh, I just broke the plant. Okay, well, now I get to really show it to you. That's a shame. I can't believe I just did that. But sometimes that happens. That's why we raise so many plants.
To get the last basket on the way out.
My hands can't keep up with my eyes. I see all these peppers and I want to pick them so fast and I keep dropping them. And they're slippery. That's another problem. These things are so slippery today. Dad got a call while we were out here picking. They have someone coming for a basket of sweet cherry peppers. They've got people showing up for long hot peppers. So we've got orders that are really starting to flood in, which is a good thing because, I mean, we got the peppers. We might as well fill up the baskets. But something that's very important to keep in mind is that when we do take these orders, we need to stay on top of them because as many orders as we can get picked early on, it's only going to benefit not only us, but the people in the local area.
No, yeah, I had to buy her. Of course, right? Yeah, well, her name is like, so at least now, she's the second.
We have about 3 separate rows of hot cherry peppers, and we've made it about 10 feet into the field in each row, and we've got a basket already. So the fact that we haven't made it that far into the row really helps you appreciate how proficient these plants are. They really are producing. I don't even know if that's the right word to use, but I used it. Prolific? I don't know. There's a lot of peppers on the plants, and I'm putting them into the basket, and it's making me very happy. I'm smiling. Peppers will do that to you, especially the hot peppers.
I picked yesterday here, I got 2 baskets, and we got 6 baskets we went this far. So how many baskets are down through here?
Probably like,
100?
I don't know, 100? Oh my goodness. 100 baskets of hot cherry peppers. That's great. We got a little extra help with us right now. Uncle Albert showed up and he got all excited about picking hot peppers. He just wants to eat them, but we told him we have to pick them first. Dad and I moved over a few more rows, and this is where we're gonna be grabbing the long hots from. And just like all the other peppers, it seems that this is the year of the pepper here on the farm because every single plant is completely loaded. Look at these. Look at these peppers.
Yeah, do 2. We need 2 sweet cherry. Yeah, you can go with them. Okay.
Look at that one. That's like, let's put it right next to my boot. We're size 12, and that's about as long as my boot. My new boots. These things are nice. Nice and comfy and nice peppers.
I don't have very big feet.
I wanted to show you. Look what Daniel found. Some red habaneros. That is one spicy pepper. I'm just kidding. Not today. I'm too risky. How do you feel about your cucumbers today?
Good. I'm glad they're slowing down.
But how do you feel about your peppers?
Peppers are gorgeous.
You don't want them to slow down.
No, we got a lot of peppers.
I think we're gonna have a pepper problem this year.
No, no such thing. You know, Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers.
Yeah, but these aren't pickled.
Yeah, but there's more than a peck here too.
Oh, that's true.
Where is Peter?
Not picking peppers.
If we could get Peter to pick peppers, things would be so much better.
Could you imagine if Peter picked a peck of peppers for us?
I don't think Peter knows what a peck is.
I see the ghost peppers coming. That'll be fun. There's too many peppers here. We've now jumped the road. This is our section of hot peppers. And over here, Albert and Daniel are working on the sweet peppers. And yeah, as Dad had mentioned, they're kind of small. Look at that one. If you were stuffing these things, I don't even want to know how much you'd have to put in there.
Yeah, it would take a whole piece of ham.
It'd take a whole pig.
A whole pig.
Well, look at these things.
This is one of the best times of the year.
Now, see, they'd be gorgeous.
Do you hear that crunch?
Oh yeah. Oh, yeah.
It's so good. Let's see here. Oh, I just touched it with the knife and it split apart.
Yeah.
Oh my word. Oh.
That's kind of how my dad is now. If he is off, they call him to come in and...
Oh my. This is what it's all about. This is about growing food. Well, that didn't take long between me, Dad, Albert, and Daniel. We kind of crushed that watermelon. How is it?
Delicious.
This is a good watermelon. I got the yellow one here. I don't think I'm gonna touch that one because my belly's a little full, but oh boy, is this good. You know, Dad, it doesn't get much better than this. I got a beard full of watermelon juice and a full wagon going back to the farm market.
Wonderful.
It's a good day. That's a beauty. Look at that view too. What a beautiful day. We got a slight breeze rolling through. It's not too hot, not too cold. I'm worried about this afternoon. The temperature is gonna definitely pick up. I don't know if the humidity is gonna do the same, but right now it's beautiful. The cooler is looking full, and there's a lot of steam coming off these cucumbers. Wow. After eating that delicious watermelon, we decided that it would be a good idea to start grabbing some of these watermelons. So that's what we're up to now. Not all of them are quite ready yet. We have to be careful while we're picking, but that's half the fun, doing a little watermelon searching. This is a heavy one, Albert. So when we're harvesting watermelons, we're looking for two things. You'll see here, this tendril. We're looking for this tendril to be completely dyed up or dried up and gone, and this little leaf, we're looking for this to be dried up and gone. This watermelon, not ready to go just yet. Now when we check this watermelon, you'll notice we don't see that little leaf anywhere, and this tendril, it's all dried up. So this one's a good one. I'm not sure if people have other ways to harvest watermelons to figure out the ripeness, but that's the way I was taught. Now the watermelons we were harvesting earlier were called Crimson Sweet. Now we've moved on to something that a lot of people are familiar with called Sugar Babies. You'll see they've got a darker color to them. And look at this one, how large it is. But yet we still have that leaf and that tendril, so we're not gonna touch it. This one though, oh yeah.
Sugar baby. What's that big?
I bet you this pumpkin, I bet you it's already over 100, 120 pounds. It is a big boy. Here's a big one. I had to put the camera down for 2 seconds. This one's a little on the heavier side. That's all the watermelons we found. Now we're gonna go back through the cantaloupes. Now the cantaloupes are just starting to turn. But again, we're going back to the boot comparison like with the pepper. Look at this cantaloupe next to my boot. That is a massive cantaloupe. And one thing I am happy to say is a lot of the cantaloupes that we have here, they're on the larger size, which is good for us. It's good for us, good for the customers. It's just nice to have watermelons and cantaloupes like this after not being able to grow them for a few years. The birds always gave us a terrible, terrible time. These past few years, we've been able to grow them. It's been really fun. Look at this one, Albert.
I know, I was just gonna say, coming up there's a massive one.
That's so big. So with picking watermelon, we look for that little leaf, that little like spinning tendril. With cantaloupe, we're looking for that beautiful yellowish orange color and for it to just pop right off the vine. We don't want to have to use a lot of force to get it off. You'll see this one right here. I barely am tugging on it. See how that just comes off really easy? Now this one over here, I can't push the stem off. Same with this one, so we know they're not ready. But this one, it's ready. Another good way when you're purchasing a cantaloupe to figure out if it's ready to eat, you go opposite end of where it was picked. So here we have where the stem was connected. Opposite end, the softer it is, the riper the cantaloupe. So if it's kind of firm, kind of tough, then maybe wait a day or two. But it's nice and soft, you're ready to eat. I saw one in here somewhere. There you are. Albert and I were talking and Dad threw some watermelon in. We had a little bit of an accident, but it's a happy accident. I'm probably making everybody so hungry for cantaloupe and watermelon. Here's a big ripe one.
Oh yeah.
Honeydew action. Honeydews take a little bit longer to ripen, but we were able to find a few. We found some regular crimson sweet watermelons. We got some sugar babies, some yellow, some beautiful large cantaloupes, and then some honeydew to round it out. I don't even want to tell you how excited I am about this. I have to say I'm like really excited. You know the last time I was really excited?
No.
Lunch, and I think it's lunchtime, so let's go back. We have definitely filled up the cooler this morning. What a beautiful harvest. Harvest has been fun, but it is lunchtime on the farm. Let's see what we've got. Oh, it's tacos. Taco Thursday. As you can see, once we got finished off with lunch, we made our way out to the fields. Dad and Daniel got here a little before me. I missed some of the amazing harvest that they've already got taken care of. They grabbed some beautiful bell peppers. They got some of the purple bell that are starting to change to a nice color. They also grabbed some Italianelles. Now that we're all finished off with the Italianelle, we're moving on to another sweet frying pepper called the Cubanelle. Now you had seen the purple bell that we already harvested, but now we've got some white bell that needs to be picked. This white bell is very interesting because as it starts to mature, it doesn't stay white, it changes to a beautiful red, like a reddish orange. It's a really nice pepper. I don't see too many turning just yet, and that's okay with us because we are looking for just the white ones right now. Here's one. It's matured a little bit. Look at this is what I'm talking about, that orangish red. We'll keep it. If we find them, we're keeping them. But this is kind of what we're looking for. Dad and I were just having a little chat about the peppers and how nice they look. Dad was saying he doesn't remember a year where the peppers were this nice this early on. And I have to agree with him. I haven't been around as long as he has, but these peppers have been blowing me away. Just the fact that there's so many peppers, the plants are filled so much. It's really awesome to see. It makes me very happy. I mean, when you're taking stuff like this home to the farm, everybody feels good.
And there you have it. We got our whole wagon already washed. It only took us like, we're pretty fast at this.
23 minutes.
23 minutes. We're just trying to figure out how to fit everything on. Oh, there we go. We got it. Professionals.
As everyone can see, I'm now home from work. Mama, what do we got in the pot?
Made like a beef cube roast.
Ooh, beef roast? Oh, I'm excited. And then over here, look who we have eating some dinner. We have Mr. Ronnie and Miss Lily. How are you? How was your day? Did you have fun today?
Good.
Good. Yeah, did you have fun? Yeah? Are you eating dinner? Good. And over here we have Callie, who is all ready for her Penn State game she's gonna be going to. Her first one, are you excited?
Yeah!
Woo! We are! Yeah! But anyway, we have reached the moment in day where it's time to end the video. We would like to thank everyone for watching. We hope to see you next time. Bye-bye!
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.